Broncos country, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Talking about some things regarding news coming out of Broncos camp outside of the quarterback position, particularly Bo Nix. All right. So let me know your thoughts on these players, these pieces of news in the comments. Smash that like and subscribe as we're growing this channel to world domination. Now let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Jordan Lopez, early updates from the Broncos practice right now. Number one, Greg Dulcich, man. The man is still healthy. He's balling out. He had himself a day yesterday and Saturdays, August 3rd. Camp. I love that. Practice. Wonderful news. Of course, Bo Nix still running with the ones. Yeah, this is kind of a bummer. Riley Moss and Damari Mathis have seemed to be struggling with some inconsistencies throughout camp. Seems like they had both rough days yesterday. I believe Joey Richards had a tweet. I'm not sure if I had it bookmarked, but him talking about how Riley Moss has just found himself on the ground a lot in today's practice. That's a bit of a bummer. Levi Wallace is now dealing with that hamstring injury. Brandon Jones is out with that hamstring injury. Man, guys, get the fluids in, get the stretching in, all of that. The TB12, we cannot have any of these hamstring injuries messing with us come the start of the season at all. But I do wonder if the Broncos bring in another corner or if they feel good with the guys that they got. Maybe Jaquan McMillan really is that number two cornerback and two wide receiver sets. But we need somebody to help cover the outside when Jaquan McMillan is covering that slot position, which is more and more important as the new age of football continues to develop, right? Continue to go more spread. This is a bit of a bummer because I do like a lot of the size, particularly that Riley Moss brings to this room, but you got to be able to change direction. You got to be able to stay on your feet. And Damari Mathis, that's kind of been his MO is just, he'll show flashes for a week or two and isn't maintaining that same level of consistency that you'd like to see. Also, great news to hear out of the running back room. Yes, Javonte Williams is still looking good. The fact that he lost 10 pounds over the last month, ooh, man, let's go. Let's go. Audric Estime is still a monster. I love to hear that. Still haven't heard much about Blake Watson yet. Maybe we'll see kind of what these running backs can do in the preseason, right? I think there were a few more tweets that I bookmarked. Kliss also came out and said that, Adam Troutman is still running with the ones a lot of the time as that starting tight end. Of course, Sean Payton runs a lot of dual tight end sets, which is why we've seen Greg Dulcich and Bo Nix connect quite a bit. But interesting thing to note, Troutman's still that top dog. I think Greg Dulcich is closing the gap behind him. And we really haven't heard much from our guy, Lucas Kroll. Hopefully he can get the blocking down, get it together. But it's nice to have, if these guys can all stay healthy, some real depth in the tight end room that I don't think we've had in quite a while, right? Yeah, Joey Richards right here saying this about, I'm a little worried about how well Riley Moss changes direction. Haven't been to a lot of practices, so take what I say with a grain of salt, but he was on the grass far too much today, as in yesterday, August 3rd. Didn't leave feeling the Broncos have a solid cornerback too. And that really just about sums it up right now. I think that, overall you want to be you want to see guys like Riley Moss and Damari Mathis continuing to up their game. Maybe this preseason game in this next week is going to be an opportunity to really showcase, their skills at the highest level. When the lights are on, that's when you got to play your best. Maybe Riley Moss is more of a gamer. We'll have to find out. But I'm very excited to watch this first preseason game. Of course, the quarterbacks, the offensive line competition, Luke Wattenberg, Alex Forsyth. Interesting, okay. And of course, what the running backs are going to be doing in this game. I think we're going to be run the ball a lot. I don't see Sean Payton throwing the ball much at all during this preseason. I think he's wanting to get a good idea of the offensive line play. And of course, I think they will throw it with Bo Nix. But I still don't see them asking him to do a ton in this first game. So Y'all let me know what your predictions are. Really appreciate you guys as always. I'll be back with another video again soon. As always, y'all, go Broncos.